What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Sienna version. Last time we got a little bit stuck after we glitched the game out when we took down Giovanni's doppelganger who's currently trying to revive Team Rocket from the ashes. We kinda glitched out and couldn't exit this building, but thankfully we fixed it up and now we can exit Thestown and move on northward to the next city because like we said, Team Rocket is up to no good here in Thestown and pretty much everywhere else. They actually had the whole town hostage here in the bicycle shop, or at least I think this is the bike shop, but I guess all we get from it is a TM40. What could that TM be? Well, this guy, oh, I guess it's Aerial Ace. He did tell us. I was like, this guy doesn't even want to tell us, but I guess he did. So if you guys are ready for some Aerial Acing time, make sure to hit that like button and let's try to hit 2 likes. Haha, see, I'm funny like the other YouTuber guys. Anyway, we're gonna teach this Aerial Ace over to Delinqui, who's been struggling with Peck for quite a while, so we definitely want to upgrade that. Peck is just not the best attack out there. It doesn't really, well, let's just say it doesn't do any damage at all. Plus, Delinqui has just been struggling. Like, Delinqui, ever since evolving from the awesome Kikwi, hasn't really gotten that much done, so maybe with this Aerial Ace, he'll be able to be a little bit more powerful. But let's finally head northward to the Steel Way. Okay, thank goodness, a trainer. I dropped my glasses. Any chance you could help me? I mean, sure, guy. Usually hikers don't have glasses, but you know, each person is totally different. The Pokemon sprite never shows us the true story, so this guy could be a hiker with glasses and he's totally lost them. So we gotta find them for him. I think he said they were on the north side of the route, so we gotta get over to the other side anyway, but we've definitely got an interesting time ahead because we haven't really found very many interesting Pokemon in the last few routes. Actually, if that's anything I've said, or I could say as a criticism to this game so far, is most of the areas we've been to haven't really been drastically changed, I guess, graphically from the original Pokemon. I want to say just Fire Red and Leaf Green because I'm really not sure which game this would be based off exactly. I know the ROM based is Fire Red, but they definitely just stuck with the original Fire Red graphics for this. So even though I'm used to a lot of ROM hacks having, I guess, altered graphics, that's not even the criticism I have, because even if you're working with Pokemon Fire Red graphics, Pokemon Fire Red itself actually, I guess it doesn't really change all that much throughout the different routes. There is a desert kind of area, there's the forest, which makes it look a little different, but I guess just in the newer Pokemon games, even going into Pokemon Black and White, the tile sets and everything, they just made different types of trees and different looking grass and all that, and I guess just seeing these regular default artwork like for the mountains and the trees and stuff throughout every single route can get a little bit repetitive. So if I was gonna say that, I guess the routes so far haven't been super duper, I guess, unique. I was gonna say interesting, but that's not the right word because they've definitely been interesting, just not anything that stands out, I guess. But hey, speaking of standing out, here's a Lugia in the middle of the route. What is going on? Come on, you two grunts, we can't let this Lugia get away. What the boss wants, the boss gets. Come on guys, let's try and grab this beast. Seriously, there's 3 Rocket Grunts and they can't get this Lugia down? Come on guys, we got this guy surrounded. Let's get him inside this Pokeball. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, we got it almost. Don't give up. This guy is saying guy so much. It's almost like me with dude. I swear, I say dude so much. Let's get this to the boss before anyone spots us. So, you know you've totally been spotted, right? There's literally a trainer right there. I think he might have seen you, and apparently even though we're all the way over here, we just saw that happen. Like, how did you not see that happen? There's a Lugia, for God's sake. Like, it's a Lugia, man. You don't just see a Lugia every day, so I'm sure any innocent bystander just walking around in this route sees Team Rocket trying to corner up a Lugia. They're probably gonna say something about it, so yeah. So much for being suspicious or sneaky about that, Team Rocket. You really hit the nail on the head with that one. Or something. Basically, I'm trying to say is, you were not inconspicuous at all. We all saw what you were doing there, so I don't know what you guys are trying to do, but we gotta put an end to it. Team Rocket has got a Lugia, and even though we know Lugia is kind of the main legendary for this game, we haven't really seen too much of it. We did learn a little bit last episode, actually, about what exactly is going on here, and I guess we're gonna stay in on this guy. I mean, he's going out for a bunch of bird Pokemon, so, you know, they'll probably get one shot by our Volt Tackle. Oh yeah, look at that. A Farfetch'd? That's just food for, oh. Not really. Okay, Heretic. I thought you would handle it in one hit, but thankfully Knockoff is not quite as powerful in these games as it is now. I don't know, man. Knockoff just randomly got a super buff in the latest generation. I want to say it was an X and Y, but I can't remember if it was actually in Pokemon black and white, but I'm almost certain it was in X and Y. So either way, knockoff is so powerful nowadays, like, compared to how it was back here. I don't know, knockoff was a useful attack for sure, because you knock off the item, but that attack buff to it, man, that's like one of the best dark type attacks, actually. I love using knockoff. I don't know why I went on a tangent about it. I guess just because we got hit by a knockoff, so I was like, well, you know, we might as well talk about knockoff for a little bit. But another attack we can talk about is the Thunder Punch that we've actually got on a press. So as long as we can survive this thrashing, this Gyarados is most definitely donezo. But yeah, what was I even going on about? Although we know that Lugia is actually the main legendary of this game, like it's on the cover on the title screen or whatever, we haven't really had much to deal with Lugia so far. We started learning last episode about the 3 legendaries of this game. I guess they're 3 new Pokémon. There's Unersum, I think, was one of them. The other one was Floaturd, who we saw in the forest. And then there's one new one that we heard about in the last episode that I can't quite remember. But you know what? Let's finish this off with an Ice Punch. Nice. Just to be a little bit different. We don't really use Ice Punch too often, just because, I don't know, there's not that many Pokemon that die to ice. So pretty much just dragons, flyings, and I guess other grass Pokemon. Anyway, I have a feeling, oh man, there's another trainer down here, but I don't know if I want to battle him, because we definitely want to get to where Team Rocket was attacking this Lugia, which we actually just got to already. So, well, this was a mysterious looking tree, so it looks like there was actually something to it. Oh wow, a Pinsir. Okay, well, you don't find a Pinsir in a tree every day, let me tell you that, and you certainly don't find something to Aerial Ace every day, so let's go. Finally, Delinque's gonna do some damage now that he doesn't just have Peck. That's awesome. I've been waiting for this day, Delinque. You've been, you know, just chilling in the party for a while without any good attacks. Now is finally your time, as he's also getting Pursuit. So yeah, we're definitely gonna teach him Pursuit. So now we got Aerial Ace, Pursuit, and Fury Attack. That is actually not a bad combination at all. Pursuit can be really helpful if a Pokemon is actually gonna switch out, but I guess against NPCs and, oh god, the Lavender Town music, no! Nalani is extremely strong. She once calmed down 13 Scizor. What? Alright, if you know a trainer that calmed down 13 Scizors, I want to know that person. That is not a task anybody there can handle, so sounds interesting. Is that actually the gym leader of this town? Perhaps we'll find out in a second. Isn't it just swell when all your party Pokemon coincide with each other and beat up your opponent? Would you like to see your Pokemon do this? I'll teach one of your Pokemon beat up. Okay, why not? I don't think I've actually had much experience with the attack beat up, but it sounds like a good time, so let's go for it. It's actually a dark type move, and it says all party Pokemon join up in the attack. The more allies, the more damage. So I don't actually know how much damage that means, if it's like, if you have 6 party members, or if it's based on like their level, or what it's really based on. But I'm assuming if we got a pretty powerful party of 6 Pokemon, then that'll be a good time. So speaking of party Pokemon, I know we've had Full Lane on the party for a while, just kind of not doing much. I said I keep it around for pickup ability, but it's not really going to pick up the best items if it's level 3, right? Because I didn't actually know that, but apparently pickup picks up better items the higher level you are. So we got to get some more team members to actually replace those that are just kind of chilling. So pretty much just Full Lane. We did add Yamcha to the party, and haven't used him too much this episode, but what the heck? Why is this the Pokemon Mansion? What just happened? This is not the Pokemon Mansion, there's just one guy in here. Hello, I'm Duncan. I'm a fossil maniac. If you need anything, just ask. Okay, well, we did happen to get old Amber last time, so maybe he can do that for us. Come on, Duncan, what are you doing, man? You really don't know what? Oh, he doesn't know how to get the machine a shot, or how to fix it, I guess. Okay, well, I guess we know how to use it, so we're gonna put the old Amber in there, and she's gonna become, oh, are you kidding me? We actually have to do a puzzle. We have to do a puzzle, guys, if you want to fix up the old Amber. Okay, well, the thing about it is, you can apparently push him to wherever you want, so, okay. This is not gonna be quite as difficult as, this puzzle normally is, but can we still figure this out? I don't actually know. Can you rotate the pieces at least, or is it just, well, if it's no rotation at all, then yeah, this puzzle should be relatively easy. I should be able to figure this out, right? Like, I'm not that dumb. Because you see, I'm pretty dumb. I've actually realized I haven't really been doing too much to, I guess, stimulate my brain very often, so I feel like I've gotten pretty dumb over the years, but I can at least figure out this Aerodactyl puzzle, right? I feel like this one goes down here, and then obviously these two pieces need to be swapped, because there's the eye of the Aerodactyl, and then, Is this actually the mouthpiece? I feel like it's not. Huh, where does this piece go? That's what's puzzling me right now. Okay, so obviously this is all nice and swell. I think this piece just goes up. Huh. Actually, I think this one might go up here. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, I think we got this. Last piece, and boom, we did it! We made an Aerodactyl. It's actually kind of coincidental because I got a puzzle literally yesterday, a jigsaw puzzle. Oh god, please don't tell me the game is glitching out. Can't believe you figured it out. Okay, I got an Aerodactyl, but did the game just glitch out? Yes, oh, no, it didn't. What? What is this? Hold up. A Terrarial? Okay, why do Pokemon with Ariel keep coming up? That's my name, you know. Actually, that's almost my name in the name of this Pokemon. It's E-R-I-E-L, so we almost spelled it right. This one is E-R-I-A-L, which I've never seen anything spelled that way. But anyway, we've got ourselves a Terrarial, I guess. For some reason, Aerodactyl has a baby Pokemon version in this game. It's level 5, and it's pretty cute, so whatever. We'll take it and go. Thankfully, the game didn't glitch out. That's all I was worried about. Seems no one is home here, so yeah, let's keep this Lavender Town music going as we run into our rival, Max, once again. Or is this guy's name even Max? I feel like we named him. What did we name him? How do I keep forgetting? If our character's name is Orangey, then this guy's name must be, I don't remember. I guess you're here for Nalani's gym badge. I've already got it. How about we battle to see if you're ready for Nalani? This is so weird, dude. We just had a Pokemon with my name, and now we have my sister's name, or almost. Well, my sister's name is very close to this name. I'm not going to disclose what that is, but maybe somebody out there could figure it out. Anyway, it's just very coincidental, I guess. Our rival's name is actually Azure. I don't know how I keep forgetting, because I literally nicknamed him that at the beginning of the playthrough, but I keep forgetting, so whatever. We're actually going to call mine just to make this battle a little bit faster for ourselves, like, you know. Even though we waste one turn powering up, at the end of the day, I feel like it's going to make it a little bit faster for us just because we're doing more damage. Actually, it would make it faster too if I had gone for Water Pulse, but I totally forgot I have it, so whatever, we'll go for it now. And already there goes Torkoal. So if I even remember what Pokemon this guy had last time, there was like a grass dinosaur thing. There was the Shrub Lord basically. Instead of the Scrub Lord, he was the Scrub Lord, but it doesn't even matter right now because he's got a Snorunt actually. I do remember he's had this from the very from the very beginning of the playthrough. This guy has had a Snorunt with him. But little does he know that I've got a new Pokemon of my own, and it's the Yamcha. Please survive. That would be awesome if you could. Oh, you went for a barrier, what? Okay. Okay, that means this might not actually kill it. For some reason, I feel like Mach Punch would just break the barrier, and indeed it did. It still took him down. Okay. Well, little Snorunt, try as you may to put up the barriers. Try and defend yourself from the power of Yamcha. Wow, I can't believe I actually just said that, unironically. The power of Yamcha. There's like no other sentence except for in this game where Yamcha would ever actually be powerful. At least in a Dragon Ball Z scenario. But unfortunately, this Cacnea not only has a really weird custom sprite, I think. Actually, that might not be a custom sprite, but I've just never seen this sprite in a game before. It's throwing up in the hands in the air like it just don't care. But what I was gonna say is, unfortunately, it's not a half dark type yet until it becomes Cacturne, so that wasn't super effective. But it still got the job done, and let's see if it gets the job done against Flabble here. Uh-oh. This flamethrower is definitely going to hurt, but, oh man, it's actually going to take us down. Okay, I knew it was going to hurt, but I didn't think that would actually kill us in one hit. I guess it did. Oh well, I think this Water Pulse will actually take him down in one hit, because if I'm not mistaken, Flabble is a fire and rock type, so yeah, pretty weak to water type attacks. And that's actually my same complaint with Litten becoming a fire ground type. I know it's not like confirmed, well, it almost is confirmed that it's going to be a ground and fire type, or fire and ground type, whatever. Point is, it would be really weak to water, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Lucky for you, I left all my strong Pokemon at the Denubo Village Daycare Center. Anyway, I met up with Professor Marsh in the Mekong City Cafe, and he gave us both a little something. Here's HMO2, it contains Fly. That's right, your Pokemon can now learn Fly and use it outside of battle. With the necessary badge, of course, so we can't really quite use it, but hey, at least we get ourselves a nice Fly HM. We can be as fly as any old guy, especially this old guy. Nalani has 3 different lineups. She likes to change up her team to surprise her opponents. Which team will she field today? I'm not sure. It's down to luck. Well, that's actually a really interesting concept. I don't think I've ever heard of that. And I'm actually, now that I think about it, even though I played this game way long ago on the Nimbus channel, I really don't remember this gym. Like, I feel like this might be a new gym in the latest beta that they added in. Instead of adding a gym at the ending, they might have added this one in between. I don't know, but this is Ryan Village Pokemon Gym. Nalani shocks her opponents. So I'm guessing it's going to be an electric type gym, just based off of the little pun there. But we're actually not going to take on the gym today. You know, we've been taking on a lot of gyms lately, so let's relax for an episode and check out the Safari Zone. So for 500 Poke Dollars, we can play a little Safari game. Let's go ahead, let's do it. Why the heck not, man? Safari Zone is always a good place to get some nice, interesting new Pokemon, at least in the usual games. So who knows what the heck is going to be here in Pokemon Sienna? Oh, of course, we've got Quaff, 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 Quaff. And I'm stuck. Why, man? Why? Please let me out of here. Can I at least retire? What is this? Oh God. This is hurting my ears. I don't know what I've just run into. Like, is this a real Pokemon right here? Its name is Foalata, which obviously comes from Pinata, and I don't know what the Foa comes from, but I'm gonna call it Foalata because we're gonna go for our Pokeball and try to catch this thing and actually succeed at that, because what the heck is this? I'm legitimately curious. What is this Pokemon? We got Foalata, the Water's Edge Pokemon? No, it's the Pinata Pokemon. They like to live in large herds, but they can sometimes stray from the herd and become prey for wild Pokemon and children with sticks alike. You know, maybe the game glitching out sometimes isn't so bad. It's a normal type Pokemon. Okay, this is really weird. Well, that didn't take long at all, but it looks like the little Fire Cow Pokemon, Flabble, is actually not a Fire Rock type. It's just a Fire type for now. Maybe in its final evolution, I maybe thought that it was a Fire Rock, but I guess it might not be. I don't know, maybe I confused it with some other starter wild Pokemon in another game, but anyway, before we go to the Safari Zone round 2, never mind, I was gonna check out this house, but it looks like it's empty, so I guess we might as well just go for Safari Zone round 2. Is there actually anything over here that we can go to, or are we gonna get blocked off? Oh no, they're not even stopping us. Hi, how's it going? What a nice guy, look at that. He doesn't even, nothing, no bothering to stop us or anything. He just says, hi, how's it going? Well, I guess we can move on over here, and this area actually looks kind of mysteriously suspicious, suspiciously familiar, I was gonna say. It actually kind of looks to me like in Johto, to the left, or sorry, to the right of the National Park. When you're heading over to Ecruteak City from Goldenrod, it kind of looks like, what the heck is that? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, okay, well, we got Mossbite out here. That was a very strange looking Pokemon. I would not want to run into that any day in real life, just ever. If I ever see a bug that big in real life, I'm just out of there, man. That's too much for me. Jeez Louise, look at this thing. Oh, that's scary, man. Alright. Well, at least it goes down in one hit and gives Delinqui some nice experience, so Bugcatcher James, even though you had some very creepy looking bugs, they're not very powerful. Creepy is not the same as powerful, you see. Atalanta Plains is somewhat unique because it has no tall grass. Despite this, lots of trainers gather here for battle. Oh, it's basically like a little PvP area, you know, no wild Pokemon. A little unfortunate because I was looking for wild Pokemon, so yeah, we'll probably leave this for the next time. I'll battle one more of these trainers and then we're gonna head back to that Safari Zone because, yeah, today I want to catch some new Pokemon. I love fighting Pokemon as much as the next guy, but every once in a while, you just gotta fight some. Or I guess catch some. And because we're fighting some right now, I don't know what I was trying to say. Please hit a third time. Oh, yes, I love you, Delinqui. Even though you kind of missed the first time, you at least hit it 3 times the second time, so kind of makes up for that. And his other Pokemon is Clefairy, so this should go down pretty easy peasy. Oh. Yeah, guess what? Aerial Ace never misses, bro. I'm sorry. You might minimize as much as you want, but that maximizes my potential because Aerial Ace doesn't care how many times you minimize. So yeah, let's head back to the Safari Zone now and go check it out. Probably not talk to that sign. That would be a good time. Aha! We get to try once again without talking to the Quaff 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 sign. Was it even Quaff Quaff or Cough Cough? I don't know, but our first Safari Zone Pokemon is going to be a Miltank, really? Alright, well that's very strange. I was expecting maybe a Fakemon, but, you know, Miltank's alright. I kind of want to catch something new, fresh, and exciting, like that Pinata thing. I'm not sure if the Pinata is really the best example of that, but, you know, it's an interesting, weird Pokemon. I'll just say weird. It's straight up weird, man. What the heck? Okay, perhaps not as weird as a Pokeball floating in the middle of the lake. Alright, well, these Pokemon so far are not the most interesting, but they're definitely high level, so even if we caught something random, oh, like a Growlithe, that's perfect actually. Hey, we were looking for a fire type anyway, so we might as well try to get this Growlithe in the ball. Let's go. Will we actually get it first try? Wow. Okay. I thought Growlithes were harder to catch than that, but I suppose not. So there we go. We already just got a Growlithe. That'd be an interesting fire type to use for sure, but we'll just leave it in the PC for now. And check out the outside of this lake. Yeah, there's nothing over there. That's a dead end, so, maybe there's not so much in these areas to get, like, as far as items go. It's maybe just to get Pokemon. But there's definitely another zone over here. You know, the Safari Zone is definitely divided into many zones. Wait, really? That's it? I didn't even mean to screen capture there. That just happened. But I was saying, like, is that really it? That's the whole Safari Zone. Because that area is blocked off. And then, wow. I guess that's it for the Safari Zone. There's really nothing. This is the most disappointing Safari Zone I think I've ever been to. We have Kakunas, Sunkerns. Okay, Magnemite's not too bad. Can we actually even catch this thing? Watch, we're never gonna catch it because it's a ball inside another ball, dude. It's not gonna stay in there. How will a ball ever feel comfortable inside of another ball? Unless we're talking like, I don't know, what kind of balls actually contain other balls? Huh, I'm not sure. Anyway, I guess Pokeballs do when you're talking about Voltorbs and Magnemites, and please just stay in there. Nice. We got ourselves a Magnemite. And that is probably going to be the end of this episode because it seems like there's not much to the Safari Zone. So next time, I never checked the menu, but I was about to save and I noticed there's no save option. So it thinks we're still in the Safari Zone. Now I'm curious what the heck happens when we try to retire. Where is this going to take us? What the heck? Oh, alright, well, I don't know what was up with that, but I guess that's going to be it for this episode, once again. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.